Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to talk about ransomware attacks and what you need to know to protect you and your company. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, it seems like every day you're hearing about some kind of ransomware attack. In fact, the city of Dallas was attacked a couple of weeks ago, and I was watching the local news here, and they're still having problems trying to unwind that. To talk about that today, Greg Zimmerle, he is the founder and president of myit.com. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
All right, so let's talk like 101. What is a ransomware attack?
A ransomware attack is something that happens whenever the threat actors or the bad actors get into the network. They may sit on the network for a period of time and watch what happens. They'll work their way around the network, see what kind of assets are available, and then they will take those assets and then they will lock up they'll take a copy of the assets and then they'll lock those up and ask for a ransom for you to pay for them to give you the keys to unlock it.
Wow, and it's really scary. I mean, we know that there are, hundreds, if not thousands, of ransomware attacks every day that make the news. Not all of them make the news.
Right, and that's a misnomer for a lot of businesses. They think that they are not going to be attacked because we're not big enough, or why would anyone want us? We don't have anything that they would want. And what we like to tell them is, you're not big enough to make the news, but it happens every day. Mm-hmm. And it's because we get comfortable thinking that way that it makes us a real target.
And when they attack like a hospital system, I mean, it's a matter of life and death. So often I've read articles where the hospital system basically says, let's just pay the ransom. What do you say to your clients?
Well, we tell our clients not to pay the ransom. We do. There are times, I'm sure, where you don't have an option. You have to pay that ransom. But initially, our advice is to have a team that is ready and understands what their role is. It's called an incident response team, and have them ready to go. And that would include multiple people about how to respond to the threat, whether it's the technology or on the business side of it as well. Because although it appears to be a technology issue, it really is a business issue.
Sure. You guys have great videos on social media. We're going to roll this, and as we're rolling this, I want to talk about, what happens when you do pay the ransom. Does that make you a likely target for a second attack?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Once they realize that you're willing to pay, then sometimes what they will do is they will actually put additional software on the computers, and you have to really make sure that you've covered yourself. You may fix it and get back to work, but some of that software still sits on the network and on the computers, and we really have to make sure that is gone.
Sure. I was reading just this morning that AI has really made things even more complex, especially for people in your industry, because the hackers can now use these AI tools to just, crack passwords, can't they?
Well, they can, and you will want strong passwords or a strong passphrase. Typically, those are going to be alphanumeric, uppercase, lowercase, and special characters, and you'll really want your passwords to be at least 16 characters or more. And you also don't want to use the same password for all of your different websites or your different applications that you're using. You need to use a different password for each one.
So for instance, if I wanted my password to be something that I could remember, Mary had a little lamb, so you're taking the beginning of each one of those words, and then maybe you're throwing in a unique symbol, like a dollar sign or something like
A
that?
dollar sign or an underscore, absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. I want to also stress that you are a big workplace culture guy because you have a very happy team. We're going to put some pictures up. What are we looking at here?
Well, we're looking at an event that we did over in Fort Worth. We did it was the zoo run for the Fort Worth Zoo, and it was something that we put together, and we had almost 100% participation with our company.
That's amazing. How about this?
So this was our 25th year anniversary. We held that at our office, and we had the team there, the technical team, and we gave them a bunch of myit.com swag and fed them, and
Nice.
had some customers that came over and spent some time with us. It was a really good time. And there's one of our happy customers and at our office taking a picture with us. And there's more of the team.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've been at this now for 25 years?
Yes, 25 years, actually almost going on 26 years now.
Wow. Is that weird that it went by in a blink of an eye?
Yeah, absolutely. It goes by so fast, and technology has changed so much.
Sure.
And it's just been a very good career, and I love what I do. I love my employees, and I love my customers.
Sure. We've got your book in front of us. Tell us about your book.
So this book was just released. It is an Amazon bestseller. It is the compliance formula, and it's all about CMMC. And CMMC has to do with the Department of Defense. They have a regulation that's coming out that anyone that is doing any manufacturing for the Department of Defense will need to meet cybersecurity regulations. And this book covers that in a lot of detail.
Wow, congratulations. Did it feel good to be an Amazon bestseller?
It is, yes, it absolutely is. It's been quite a journey.
Okay, in the final couple minutes that we have left, if there's somebody watching this, a CEO or a head of IT who says, man, I might need to bring Greg and his team in, how do they engage with you? I mean, do you have a Zoom meeting first, or how do you start new business?
Sure. So a lot of prospects will come in and visit our website to see what we're about. We're at www.myit.com. From there, they will make contact with us. We can call our phone number or email from the website, and then we'll have a conversation via Zoom or Teams or just a regular telephone conversation.
Awesome. And if it's a good fit, give us an idea what size companies you like to work with.
Sure. So we work with this small and medium businesses, and those are typically going to range about from 20 employees up to about 250 employees.
Outstanding. Greg, you've been a great guest. We're going to end with your website, which again is myit.com. The great Greg Zimmerle. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.